Hello my friends, and welcome back to TIIPTh, where I'll be continuing where we left off, after getting my butt handed to me quite handily by Thane. So what I'm going to be doing is talking to everybody else in Tristone and get some lore, as well as visit the shop and pick up a side quest or two. That's where we need to go, right over there to Elaine, I believe was her name. But instead we're going to go over here first because exploration. Let's just walk up the stairs and dodge for no reason.
We've been awaiting your arrival, horseman. Your shadow has long hovered over this realm.
Many know the Reaper, Old One, but I don't know you.
We are the builders of this world, but corruption seethes at its heart and destroys in days what we shaped over eons. Adar does his best to soothe our pain, but our souls yearn for only one comfort: death. We are without hope. Horseman, do you ever doubt your future?
No.
Straight and to the point.
So one like yourself would set out to change a fate that displeases him. That is a long and dangerous path, even for death himself.
How is that your concern, Shaman?
Only that I am skilled at crafting talismans. If you gather the proper materials and return them to me, I'll make a potent talisman to aid you on your journey.
What do you require?
Stalker's bone, mordant dew, and carven stone. It is not a simple charm.
Where can I find them?
Somewhere in the Forge Lands. I rarely leave Tristone, but that pup Khan is always out exploring. He can tell you more, no doubt.
Tell me, Shaman, what is corruption?
I only know what I fear it to be. That corruption is hate, given life, and that hate does not come from trees or stones, but from ourselves.
So they're effectively haters.
Despair, Old One, and yet raise life from the earth.
I am a shaman, bound to this task even as our days darken. We are as the vines, coming to root, then to flower, and then to decay, dropping seeds upon the dust. A circle everlasting. I cannot stop it, nor can I stop you.
Tell me more about the Tree of Life.
The forest around the tree has been corrupted. It hungers. You cannot reach the tree, not with breath still in you. Not all quests are left unfinished. A gift for you, in honor of all your brother has accomplished.
I'm getting these pieces of equipment because I already own the original Darksiders and I've completed it. So, hey, free loot's always nice, that's what I gotta say. And they're not overpowered pieces of gear either.
What was old is new again.
I mean, they are good, don't get me wrong, but you will honestly get better weapons later on, and equipment, not too far down the line. Nice to see that there's a nice shop to get rid of some of the junk. Now let's head on over to the primary quest, and nothing over there. Let's see. No real need to do that, but I decided to do it anyway. And over here you see the serpent thingy over with the book. If you go over to this is a spirit tome. It is effectively a mailbox in this game. There's in both obviously here, an offline and online box. Now, since I don't have anyone to give stuff to or to give me stuff, I can't really use it, but you can effectively give gear to other people that you know who are also playing this game. But again, since I'm doing this alone, no, I have no real use for it. Main quest time.
Maker's beard. The rumors are true. A horseman in the Forge Lands. The name's Alia, and that's my brother Valis. We are the keepers of this forge, though I reckon that means less now than once it did.
This is a Maker's Forge?
Nay, the Maker's Forge is lost to us, silenced by the hands of corruption. But in its depths we once crafted the dark towers of hell and the cities of heaven.
Now you make trinkets?
And you, one of the four, now seek the aid of the Makers? I guess we've all fallen from
Okay,
high
1 point to
places.
Alia.
I came here seeking the tree, and your elder speaks of fire. What is it?
Aye, the fire of the mountain, the Stonefather's blood. It once flowed into our forge, as did the tears. Both imbued our craft with incredible power, the heart and the soul of stone. But corruption has taken them, and now our forge is silent.
Why does this concern me?
The way to the tree is lost. barred by corruption. You can no more leave this place than we. Restore our forge, and the tree can be reached.
I don't follow your reasoning.
We are makers, not warriors. But we are not without our weapons. Before the forge was lost, we crafted a mighty creature of soul and stone. A colossus to fight this corruption. But to awaken him requires a maker's key. And we need our forge to craft one. Will you help us?
It's the main quest, I got it.
What is this cauldron?
A temple built in the shadow of Stonefather's Peak. There the fire of the mountain was harnessed and passed into our forge. Ride east of town, ride through the charred pass and towards the cindery peak of the Stonefather. There you will find the cauldron.
Man of no words, your brother.
But hardly silent. His voice is the ring of the hammer and the roar of the white flame.
Yes, he works while you talk. I may have need of a blade.
Is your need greater than ours, horseman?
Hey, I'm the one helping you. I think
not.
it's kind of
We fight for
intertwined
the
there.
survival of our realm and our kin. Prove worthy, and mayhaps we can do business.
I'll do both those horrible shadows over there. Alright, nothing else to destroy here, so now I'll just continue on to the next marker, talk to Thane, and get this gate open to continue on the quest. And I know I can't call despair here. Though I kind of wish I could, because that's an annoying little jog to get from one point to another here, but we'll be in the open world soon enough, so no need to worry too much. Ooh, things to break. Aw, nothing.
The Reaper.
We
It's
already
about
had this
time you
these
came.
dialogue
The
options.
makers are dying, and our realm. We few.
Alright, let me just skip through these real quick, shall we?
It's never easy, old one.
Aye, not easy, but simple. I always saw my end with blade in hand.
And what glorious end awaits you hiding behind?
Every blow I strike, muse on that rider.
Do what you must for your kin, old one. For mine, I ride to the cauldron.
Yay, new dialogue.
Horseman, you'll find not that way, but trouble. If you fancy your corruption waist deep, that's as good a place as any. You know, there's a reason this gate is here. And if you were a friend, I wouldn't let you pass. But then, who is friend to death?
Have you wisdom to share, or was it long since knocked loose in battle?
Wisdom ain't like teeth. I've plenty left. Enough to stay clear of the cauldron. The ancients filled it with right nasty traps. But one so clever as yourself will surely elude them.
Yeah, talk to old guy.
The fire is more valuable than I, horseman. You should make haste to the temple.
Fire alone won't save your life. You speak of the forge.
Aye. Without the fire and the tears of the mountain, without the forge itself, we have no means to clear the forest and reach the tree of life.
What then?
Our power is over creation, yours over death and despair.
That's kind of my name.
You are Nephilim, Lord of Destruction. Perhaps in that there is hope.
Just how old is the forge?
It is as ancient as the realm itself, and perhaps even older. It is said the forge was the first thing we makers built, that in its depths we shaped entire worlds.
Alright, now we're just...
May the makers...
Yeah, I got it. Alright, now we're just going to continue on. There's... Well, normally you just need to take a jump to the right to get out of here. I'm actually going to take a quick jump in the pool to grab a coin real quick. Just because they're collectible, sort of like the artifacts from the first Darksiders that you would trade to Volgrim. Which, yes, he is, you know, back in this game. He's not as important when it comes to buying stuff, however. But he does have his uses, as you'll see in a little bit here, because I'm going to... Once I get to the open world, he's going to be the first person I visit. Still voiced by Phil Lamar, if I remember correctly, too. Or at least he sounds the same, so... Gonna need to look up the voice actor list at some point to figure out for certain. Alright, and welcome to the open world section. Oh look, it's Seathun. How you doing, Seathun? Just sitting there on your throne of spikes. Stop looking at me. Alright, just call out Despair here. And I'm going to skip majority of these sections. I just want to give you a good brief look at this real quick. Because since there is going to be a lot of running around from here on, I am going to skip through the majority of these sections. I just want to show you the merchant real quick, Volgrim, as he is back, as I said earlier, as well as some of the things that you can find along the way. I'm going to avoid going towards any of the little secrets to grab the items because, I mean, most of them aren't that hard to find. They'll display on your mini-map. But first, real quick, let's get over here. Hey Volgrim, how you doing?
Come closer. See what Volgrim has to offer. Greetings, horseman, and welcome. I've been expecting you.
Volgrim. What brings you crawling out of the shadows?
I wouldn't want to lose my most valuable customer. Not to what lurks at the edge of shadows. So here I am, to offer my wares.
Do you know that I don't? I'm not here by choice, demon.
I merely followed the trail of carnage. Your blades are as sharp as ever. Even still, I may be able to help you. I carry things others would frown upon. Go on, take a look. You won't be disappointed.
The main purpose of this guy, from what I think, basically, is this respec. You know, if you don't like what you have, it does exactly what it says on the tin. And this gilded box, these are what the boat coins that I picked up earlier are used for. They just contain a random piece of gear that you can use. You cannot, obviously, save them up and get what you will. I'm just going to save them because there's nothing I really want. And now he gives me a side quest.
Until then, perhaps you'll grant me a small indulgence. There are pages missing from the Book of the Dead. I believe many lie along your path. If you bring them to me, your reward will be substantial.
And so will be my damnation.
Yeah, an easy side quest. Now let's continue on our journey here to the temple. And I don't know about you, but I really like the way Despair looks. That glowy flame, the pale skin, and I'm going to show you a little bit of horse combat just because I can. Now what you can do, actually, is if you charge and jump off Despair, it'll do an incredible amount of damage to the enemy. But you unfortunately need to hit him head on to actually do so, sort of like this. Or, now I'm just going to juggle him actually. Okay. I'm just going to grab this treasure chest. There's going to be a lot along the way actually that I'm just going to frankly ignore. Now, bugger off. I'm trying to pick loot up here, buddy. Alright, let's go. Now, a lot of it is... Okay, so apparently Despair cannot beat trees, so let's just continue... Oh, there's a treasure chest up there, and I'm getting attacked again. There. Okay, I kind of want to get that treasure chest, but no, I'll come back to it later. Let's just rush along here. And there's the treasure chest right out in the open. See, this is killer on my loot poor instincts. There's treasure chests, they're right there, they're easy to get to. But instead I'm just going to keep running over so we can get over to the temple here. Okay, yeah. I'm really going to need to come back and get all this loot because Nothing annoys me more than having to actually just pass it all by. I mean, most of them have just little jumping puzzles or running puzzles to get them. But as I said, you know, I'm just going to ignore these for now. I'll come back later. Just knock these guys out of the way. And up here is our target, the temple, or the cauldron. Another loot chest. Alright, looks like we're at the cauldron, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here for now. Thank you. I'm going to stop here, head back, grab all the loot, so thank you very much for tuning in. Shalom, didn't mean to pause there, and until next time.